Hello there. I'm back for more shiny hunting. Um, yeah, I didn't do much yesterday, but today's going to be better. We're totally going to get a shiny today. We'll get to odds, maybe. We'll see. It's classified. Right. Oh yeah, I forgot to do the thing. I'll do that in a second. Drop. Oh, there we go. Hey Lou, how's it going? Right, I guess... Well, we don't want Sigilliflor and Pheasant, I guess. Wow, we don't want any of these really, but I guess... Barbarackle for grounds probably would make the most sense. Blip. All of these suck. What was the last shiny I got? I think it was Bishop. I think. Actually, no, it might have been Charger Bug. I haven't seen a legendary in a while, put it that way. Oh, this is upsetting. We kind of want to go towards Crocodile, I feel like. Yeah, we want to go Crocodile, and then that's probably Nidoking there. Ah, thanks, Hot Dog. You're a sweetheart. Two months, that's more than a month. You know, that's one more than 1 month. Look at that maths. Now we're going for Lycanroc. Okay, that's probably better for... Actually, that's not better for me at all. I still die to anything Lycanroc does. Thank you. I probably should have done Endure just in case, but he's not going to attack me turn 1, right? That would be rude. Oh, you're using Taunt because you want us to die. I see. Interesting. Thank you, Mr. Definitely Not an AI. I'm glad that wasn't on me, at least. I love not dying, personally. You know what? I'm just going to use Endure this time. I reckon as long as I live, we'll be fine. Oh yeah, I should be shiny hunting on my 3DS, shouldn't I? Good thinking. Let's do that. What the hell's a Bottom? I have no idea what that is. Red. Oh, okay. So you're just about... Is it like a loaf? Are you about to eat a whole loaf of bread? Because, like, holy shit, that's kind of... It's kind of crazy. Oh, it's Dutch for bread. I choose to believe you're still eating a loaf of bread. You've just got like a whole ass loaf of bread and you're just going to eat the entire thing. My dude is just addicted to bread. My dude yearns for the bread. Why? Why would you do that? Right. Actually, we probably do want to go right, don't we? There's literally no reason for us to go left. Going left would be really bad. You don't get fat for some reason? Wow, I'm jealous. That means you can eat garlic bread all day. Okay, so I don't really get to deal damage here, do I? Which is kind of lame. I think I'd sooner murder instead. I'd do the murder instead. Why does my dude want us to die? Just keep spamming taunt, it's very annoying. Oh, I have rounds as well. I didn't realise. Not that I'm going to use it. But... See, look at that. That fucking taunt got Bella Awesome killed. Oh yeah, I was supposed to go buy more Pokeballs. I'll do that shortly. Well, I'll remember to do that at some point, I'm sure. I mean, when I'm getting close to running out, I guess, is when I'll remember. Like, more prominently. Prominently. I don't seem to be wording very well today. You know, words are difficult. Excuse me. Yeah, I'd rather that guy got mine because then he can stop using taunt. Shopping stream. That sounds really uninteresting. Wait, did I accidentally? I accidentally pressed B. Didn't mean to press B. Oh well, they wanted it anyway, so I guess that kind of works. You know what? I think this mime needs to go fuck itself. No, I can't say. Why are we fucking going water? And this idiot's gonna take it, I bet. I bet this idiot's gonna... This idiot's gonna... fucking take it. I bet it was him that wanted to go this way as well. Well, at least I can use Soy Shock, I guess. Hey Tabbies, it has been a little while indeed. How are you doing? Uh-oh. And then I died. Been locked in with school stuff, that sounds like a real hassle. Personally, I would, you know, be an adult and not go to school. That's my strategy. Yeah, I do. I indeed know what sixth form is. Firstly, you just skip school and work. Wow. That could explain a bit. Opinions on doing biomaths and chemistry? I mean, is that something? What, I guess the main question is, what do you want to do in the future, like as a job? Hey Terry, how's it going? Because I mean, if you want to do science stuff, obviously that sounds pretty strong. But, you know, if you want to, I don't know, become a politician, you know, that's definitely the wrong subjects. I mean, as an example, you know, if you wanted to be a politician, you don't study things that are smart. You know, you study being an idiot instead. How do you figure out what you want to do, though? That is a fantastic question. If you find the answer to that, please let me know. That would be... I'd really appreciate that, you know? I mean, to be honest, my plan, is winning the lottery, honestly, and then, you know, kind of seeing how that goes from there. You know, it's just, I'm not very good at it. Is there a way to play games all day while having £1 million? Yeah, become like a really successful streamer, I guess. It's not something I would ever do personally. Or like video game reviewer, I guess, but I don't think you'd get paid quite that much. You know. 100k a year sounds good. Yeah, I'd love that as well, personally. What if I just dynamaxed for the love of the game? There's literally nothing better, so I'm just dynamaxing for the love of the game. Blue rings. I like the color blue, I guess. Does that count as an opinion? I don't know why I'd want a blue ring. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Just, I'm a bit sleepy today, honestly. I don't think I slept very well last night, to be honest. I just don't think I've been sleeping very well recently in general. I will work on it. We don't use that word around here, tabbies. I'm just saying, that is an illegal word. Refer to it as the potato is how I do it. Because it's a potato and I hate it. It's with good reason. And it is really hot. One of these days, Buttery, they're never gonna find the body. Wow. Yeah, I hope I get good luck, but to be fair, my luck with Raikou has been about as good as the luck with Groudon or the Potato at the moment. Yeah, Buttery is very Asian. Buttery's like the most Asian person you've ever met. This better not kill me. I maybe should have used Endure. Okay, that's a good miss. Yeah, I should have used Endure. I'm an idiot. I should have used Endure, but I wasn't really paying enough attention, honestly. That's on me. But also I equally think it's on the person who actively avoided every ground-type Pokemon that was available during that path. Like, actively avoiding them. No, but Buttery's from the Mongolian Empire, actually, so that makes her a mongrel. Yeah. Okay, this will go better than last time, this adventure. Ooh, Quagsire is available. Quagsire is not great, but at least it's ground type. Backstory on Dialga's sister. It took about over 427 attempts. So we hate it. Hey, Nix. It's raining. I'm jealous. Apparently we're supposed to have our 5th heat wave coming up soon. Is what the news has been saying. So, yeah, I'm jealous of rain. I haven't seen rain for months. And that's probably not even me being like over the top or exaggerating or anything. I think it might have actually been months. I guess we go left, right, middle. Grass is just yellow now. Yeah, it honestly is looking very savanna-y around here. But don't you guys worry, okay? The millionaires' lawns are safe. They're importing water from places, so at least their lawns are safe. Thank God. I know you would have been worried about the poor billionaires, but they're fine. So don't worry about them. Probably, but it's the fact that it's been like going on for a while. Like, as I said, it's the fact that it hasn't rained in a while. Excuse me. Like a long ass time, you know? Oh, yeah, I have Storm Drain. I forgot about that. Yeah, pretty much. That's why I'm always complaining about how hot it gets in my room when I'm streaming. I mean, it's basically we're in a drought, honestly. Draining rock type moves. Wait, did it happen again? I remember that happening once and I was so confused as to why it happened, and I never really found out that for some reason Storm Drain sometimes works on rock moves, apparently. Yeah. Yeah. Caesar Wall Crimes 2, the trumpeting. Why would you... I'm gonna try and take this just so that fucking Quags... Oh, for fuck's sake. I swear these people actively throw. That was, like, so incredibly actively... Oh my god. We're again going for the worst Pokemon. I'm never gonna answer that for you, Nyx. Never, ever, ever. I don't think I rage quit so much as I just wanted to play Splatoon raids, and it was a good excuse because I couldn't find any online Dynamax adventures, to be honest. How'd I find Legends ZA? I quite enjoyed it. I mean, I enjoyed it enough that I did 2 playthroughs, essentially. And I do need to do some tidying up on it, but I've just not really been too bothered about it. Am I in a bad mood? No, I don't think so. No, I don't think I'm in a bad mood, honestly. I think I'm a bit tired, but not a bad mood. Just sleepy. I'm in a rage quit mood. I don't think I am. But there we go. Did I do a specific playthrough theme? Fun. That was my specific playthrough theme. It was fun. I'm big on fun, personally. I'm a fun enjoyer. Yeah, no, I don't. I tend to just go for Pokemon I like, honestly, whenever I do Pokemon games, so no specific theme, I guess. Funk enjoy. I do enjoy Funk, actually. Funk is good. Nah, I'm always sleepy, though, so I wouldn't be too worried about that, Nyx. Like, I'm just a sleepy person. Like, I probably ought to see a doctor about that, to be honest. But to be fair, I think I'd be more awake if I didn't have to work. Like, I always find I'm more sleepy when I'm at work because work's so boring it makes me fall asleep. I don't think that's unreasonable. I think, you know, when you're bored, you get sleepy. That's what I think, at least. For me. That's how I feel. Dinner. Ooh, what have you got for dinner? Okay, so we could go Dragonair. I think Dragonair's probably best here. I don't really have anything good here. What if I just acupressure Vanillish? That probably makes the most sense. Okay, maybe I'll think about remembering to think about that later. I'll probably forget that, honestly. Maybe remind me later. I wouldn't lie. Don't be silly. I'd never lie. That would not be me. You never saw my live reaction to Mega Starmie? I probably have the video somewhere at some point. I can always, like, dig it up if you desperately want to see. Yeah, I can dig it out. I normally, well, I've started uploading them publicly, but I have uploaded, all of my previous streams should be up on YouTube just privately or unlisted. I'll try and dig it up at some point and send you a link. You might need to remind me to do that as well. Actually, why don't I just do it now while I'm thinking about it? Hang on. Do I take this? Yeah, I think I'll take this. Catch you later, hot dog. Actually, hang on. No, actually, sorry, it's going to be difficult to do while streaming, actually. Remind me after stream. And I'll dig it out for you, Tabbies. Have I got you on Discord, Tabbies? I honestly can't remember. I'm terrible at remembering. It's when people have different usernames on Twitch and Discord, and I forget. Okay, yeah, just as I said, if you remind me after stream, I will dig it out, because as I said, I've got them all. I'm pretty sure, unless like I think occasionally they fail to upload and I don't realise, but otherwise I should have them all somewhere. Did I get to shiny hunting in that game? I shiny hunted the legendaries that you can in the donut dimensions or whatever it was. I can't remember the name of it. I'm gonna call them donut dimensions. It was not interesting. Yeah, that's pretty much. That's very succinct. It was not interesting at all. It was me running around in circles a lot. Yeah, well, we did Resident Evil 5 recently, and we're working on Resident Evil 6 now. I hate Resident Evil 6. Actually, to be fair, Resident Evil 6 isn't as bad as I remember, but I think this is actually the first time I've tried it multiplayer. I was gonna be like, Buttery, you have no evidence that I did such a thing, and then I remembered that you absolutely have evidence that I did such a thing. But you have no proof that it was on purpose. Just like circumstantial evidence that it was on purpose. You know, you can't prove that it was on purpose. You know, I might have just been aiming for something else. I might just have really bad aim. Okay. Hey, you know, it could have been an accident. There's no way you can prove it was not an accident. Yeah, as I said, I might have really bad aim. I might just really just terrible aim. You know, I always say shooting games are the games that I'm worst at. Okay, well, maybe my throwing arm's a bit funky, you know. I might have a really, you know, bad throwing arm that day. You've never had an off day, you know? Where you're just, you know, you're just chucking the ball and instead of a ball it happens to be a bomb and you just kind of whiff a bit and, you know, it lands right next to somebody you know, and then you accidentally press the explode button. You're trying to tell me that's never happened to you before? Wait, that Clefable isn't dead? That's actually insane. That Clefable has no right being alive right now, I fear. Oh, it dies to the Hailstorm, probably. I'm sorry to hear that, Buttery. I hope your Wednesday isn't that bad. To be fair, I feel like I was very restrained, if anything, on, you know, in my, you know, off day. You know, I could have done things that were way more accidentally mischievous, but, you know, I didn't. Right, what have we got? No. Do you? That's kind of... I don't know. That's kind of weird, I feel like. Who knows? Okay, I'll forget about that by Wednesday. Quality control? I have no quality or control. you know, I mean, I don't actually exist as the other thing, so, you know. Good job. I'm so proud of you. Oh, interesting. Oh, it's the name of, like, the program or whatever for the capture card. It seems to, like, crash once a stream, I swear, so... yeah. With the mouse switch thing. Oh, right, I see what you mean. I have yet to use that feature on the Switch too. To be honest, there was a part of me that was actually debating streaming Umbrella Chronicles, though, to be honest. I did genuinely debate that for a little bit. But I kind of realized I don't think I can be bothered. Okay, right. How does Splatoon Raiders work? It's the same as like the other Splatoons. You can either use motion control or just, you know, actual non-garbage controls, I guess. I'm doing some hardcore AI denial here, but Cramorant has shown its face as well. Worth buying? I've quite enjoyed it. I think the only problem I would say right now is that the very late game feels a bit like I'm gonna have to grind levels just to be able to actually like so this is more like post game. Actually, I should probably specify. It feels like I'm gonna have to grind levels just to be able to actually do anything there. Like, I'm gonna have to grind, like, a load of equipment and stuff, and it's just gonna take a while to actually get to a point. But I am also doing it on the hardest difficulty, so it kind of balances out, I guess. But yeah, no, the main game is fun. It gets a bit repetitive at certain points. But I enjoy the bosses. I enjoy the variety and the customization and all that sort of thing. Story's a bit lacking, but once again, this is a Splatoon game. And music's actually a bit lacking as well, I would say. There's not a lot of music in that game. I feel like. Like, the final boss music's good, but I mean, the final boss music is always good for a Splatoon game. I wouldn't say it's bad, it's just that there's not a lot. It's mostly like the kind of Salmon Run style music, which makes sense because this is, you know, a game that is basically single player Salmon Run. But my point is that, you know, there's just, it doesn't feel like there's a lot, but what is actually there is good. What's my opinion on Wind Waves? I hope it's good. I don't expect it to be good. Is my honest opinion. I think the starters look like they were ordered from Temu. They feel very much like, you know, knockoff Pokemon rather than actual Pokemon. Like, I think the thing is, I just don't think I care about any of those starters. Like, Rowlet clears the grass starter. Like, Rowlet is just the better version of that grass starter. Honestly, you're probably right. The Gecko is gonna be what I choose because it's the one that seems least shit. I kind of almost like the dog, but as I said, it doesn't... It feels like they really phoned it in. The dog's cute, but it's a dog. So, you know, that's not exactly difficult, is it? It genuinely looks like they ran out of ideas. Yeah, pretty much. Actually, yeah, I hadn't even kind of clicked on Sobble and Fennekin, but yeah, you're right. I guess the thing is, the dog, the fire, in my opinion, the fire starter looks like it's come from a mobile game that's imitating Pokemon. The grass starter looks like it should be being aimed at pigs in a mobile game. And the water starter looks like it wants to sell me car insurance. So yeah, will my opinions change once I see the final evolution? Almost certainly. Because the thing is, like, Gen 5, I don't really care about the starters initial, like, maybe Tepig's okay, but Snivy and Oshawott, don't really care for them that much. But I like the final evolutions of them a lot. And I think there are a few gens that I feel like that about. Where I don't care about the starters, but the final evolutions of them aren't too bad. I think they should have done Generation 2 or 5 remakes first. Okay, I don't want... Well, unless it's like the Soul Silver version, I don't want a remake of Gen 2. What I would rather have is Pokemon Legends Celebi. I mean, honestly, what I really, really, really want... See, I don't know a lot about Gen 5, so I feel like that's difficult for me to be like... The thing is, I'd prefer Legends Celebi, just on the grounds that I've played Gen 2. But objectively, Gen 5 probably has more material to work with. Like, a lot of people like Gen 5, and I know, like, a teensy-weensy bit about Gen 5. Like, not a lot, but, like, a little bit. And I feel like Gen 5 has cooler material to work with. But what I'd want more than both of those would be Pokemon Legends Mewtwo, where you basically get an origin story for the creation of Mewtwo. What's the difference between Gold and Silver, Heart Gold and Soul Silver besides quality of life? It's kind of difficult to explain, but Heart Gold, Soul Silver is just infinitely better. It is probably just the difference of jumps in technology and stuff. It just looks better. There's a lot of... It feels like there's a bit more content. I guess it's the fact as well that you've got the national decks, so there's even more stuff to do. It's just a lot cleaner, basically, for the most part. And it had, like, good events stuff as well. I think that's the other thing, actually. There's a lot of cool events that were in the game. So, yeah. I think that's probably... goes... Like, if they remade Heart Gold, Soul Silver and you get to have those events again, it would be pretty dope. But I want... If they were to remake it, I want them to do a better job of it than they did with BDSP. Did I get Fire Red Leaf Green on the Switch? Yeah, I've barely played it. I wanted to Shiny Hunt the starter, but I just don't really want to stream it, and I don't want to do it in my spare time either, so... that's kind of the problem I have, I guess. Took you 40 hours for Shiny Squirtle? Well, yeah, that's exactly it. That's what I don't want to do. Oh my god, we're gonna end up taking Cramorant into fucking Raikou, aren't we? And it's gonna die over and over. Probably never hunt there again besides Deoxys. Yeah, that's the main reason I got Leaf Green, is because I do intend to Shiny Hunt Deoxys at some point. But I'll probably look into Seed Manip for that, so that I don't have to, like, stream the entire thing. You know, the stream will basically be me trying to figure out how seed manipulation works and then putting it into practice. Yeah, I've done one Full-Odds hunt before, and that was in Black and White. And that was for Shiny Oshawott. And I got it. And I need to sit down and complete that game at some point. Yeah, I need to actually do Arceus as well at some point in BDSP, but once again that just requires time and stuff. Cool, good stuff. How come I'm hunting a Raikou over something like Bacon Bird? Because I already have the Bacon Bird. There's no point dynamaxing really, is there? Did I put it into ZA? No, I haven't actually, because I'm worried about not being able to send it back, to be honest. I know that's kind of stupid, but you know, this is it's a one-way trip, so I've not actually transferred anything over to ZA. How about I get to? Yeah, that's the problem. Shiny, you know, I need to get all of the other shinies first before I start a new game with this. I hope Wind and Waves has a national dex, but I doubt it will because Pokemon Company are lazy. That would involve them having to put effort into their game, you know. I feel like it would be weird if Megas don't return at this point. It would be as weird as the shiny jingle not returning in Scarlet Violet. God damn it, we're keeping Cramorant apparently. Yeah, I tried Champions and then I never returned, honestly. I just don't think I care enough about Champions. Mostly because they just didn't have the full roster on release. Which is insane. Does it run at 60 FPS? I honestly, as I said, I don't honestly remember. It's Nintendo, so maybe, I guess, actually, nowadays. Yeah, let's do a light screen to start. Okay, at least Cramorant's using Dive. Ooh, that attack up's actually not bad. I know, I'm pretty big and strong, honestly. I mean, to be fair, there is one human, but they don't act like a human, I fear. I don't know, probably a lot actually at this point. Should probably go check at some point. To be honest, I don't think it's necessary to reset a path for Raikou. Raikou's generally pretty easy. As long as your team isn't just brain dead, which sometimes they are. If it was like Zygarde, yeah, fair enough, but out of 10 times, how many times do I win? Against Raikou, it's pretty much like 99% of runs, I feel like. Like, unless somebody is actively throwing, we win. Raikou is not that difficult. Case in point, we're, you know, we have a fucking Cramorant and Pincurchin and we're still doing not badly here. Yeah, Raikou's definitely one of the easier Dynamax adventures. There's like 2 Pokemon that are completely immune to Raikou. Like, because Raikou only has either normal attacks or electric attacks. So if you get like Golurk or Palisand, it actually just can't attack them. Teehee. I love I love Mr. Fish. Good job, Mr. Fish. You lower that defense. Really? You're going for max rockfall? Over, like, you know, just max strike, which would probably be better. I'm going to put my attack in and then I'm very briefly going to mute myself for a moment. Because I've got something stuck in my throat. 1 second. There we go, I'm back. What was the strat for beating Bacon Bird? I honestly don't remember. I think you generally want electric or rock, I guess. I think they're just better than other things. There we go. Charbor can give you the down low on Bacon Bird or Zygarde. Right. Wow. Gee, Charborg, how come your mum lets you have 2 switches? Oh. I misunderstood then. Oh, okay, right. I was also just making a reference to that. I think it was like some weird post. I don't really know what the context was behind it. But, I think it was something like, gee, how come your mum lets you have 2 hot dogs or something? I honestly don't remember the context. Ah. So yeah, that's... But you can only help on 2, I guess. I think I'm in a similar boat, to be honest. Oh, whoops, I forgot to press A more. Oh, excuse me. Am I hunting Raikou? Yeah, unfortunately. I wish I wasn't. I've been hunting it for a little while now, annoyingly. I got the other 2 legendary dogs, and Raikou's just the last one. See, look at you guys working together. That's good. Ryuzaki. Somebody's been watching Death Note. Hehe. That's my guess, at least. Yeah, it is nice having people who are also doing the same thing as you repeatedly, because at least then they generally know what they're doing. It's annoying when they clearly don't, you know? You already RNG manipulated Raikou and BDSP. I should probably get on that myself, honestly, as well. But I'd like to get them from Dynamax Adventures as well, specifically, you know? I just take Glalie because Fake Tears is just great and I love it. And it is nice having someone to hunt with, isn't it? Right, so we want... I guess we want grass, but which grass ones do we want? Probably go right here, realistically. Yeah, this is the thing. Real people taking water types is concerning. I think that's the third time today. Yeah, I don't really know people who play Pokemon like as much as I do. Like I you know, I know people who play Pokemon, but they're not like big into Pokemon. I don't think I'm particularly big into Pokemon either. I think I just kind of fell into shiny hunting on in Pokemon. But I wouldn't say like I'm a huge Pokemon fan as such. You know, there are people who are like real big fans and they do all the competitive stuff. And I'm just like, hee hee, shiny Pokemon. I pick the Pokemon I like. Pokemon Go boo. Yeah, exactly. There are people who do a lot of like shiny hunting stuff, and that ain't me, you know. I don't, you know. At best, I shiny hunt on my 3DS at the same time as well sometimes. That's about it. But I don't shiny hunt on like 20 different Switches, you know. I'm not that... I don't have that much money, honestly. But even if I did, I don't think I'd be doing that sort of thing, basically. Oh, oopsie poopsie. Don't worry, Tabbies. It's fine. You've got this, I believe. Hmm? What do you mean, virtual cartridges? Nobody... None of the water... Oh my gosh. None of the humans took the... Oh my god. Surely some of the humans take the scientist here, right? Right, surely they take... Like, we're going into a grass type. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god! Oh, this run is so doomed. We now have 3 types that are weak to Raikou. Oh, this is so unreal. Oh, it's so over. It's done. We're absolutely cooked. I don't know what it is about today, but people have just lost their brain cells. They just don't exist. Oh my god. I don't understand what is going on. I do not understand. Oh, okay, I see what you mean, Charble. At least I think I do. Okay, the Frozen is really quite good here. We kind of need the Frozen. Right. Oh, excuse me. Can't believe it unfroze so quickly. I hate it when that happens. Oh wait, was it because fucking Seadra used Scald? I bet it was because fucking Seadra used Scald. I mean, it shouldn't matter in the grand scheme of things because it doesn't really do any damage, but on principle it's annoying. Yeah, I'm definitely a big I buy physical games person as well. Really. This run is so cooked, holy. You know what, fuck it, let's go... Yeah, let's go Blaziken. I like Blaziken, Blaziken's cool. Oh, I'll take a Blaziken, if it's shiny. Yeah, we're not aiming for shiny Raikou this run, we're aiming for shiny Blaziken. If I run this... Yeah, if we win this run, it will be... You'll be able to see the shock on my face, you know, if you were actually here. Right, if I just spam fake tears here, we should get through this pretty easily. AI trying to screw us by using taunt. We kind of want Blaziken to be using coaching, but you do you, Mr. AI. Wait, Seedra's faster than Blaziken? Probably not after next turn, unfortunately. One AI, 2 humans. Cool. Thanks for using taunt there, Horlucha. You're so strong and helpful. I guess bots really, technically, isn't it? I just say AI because that's just how I've always called it, but not like AI, if you see what I mean. Train an AI to shiny hunt. It would be pretty cool. It does feel like that pretty much, yeah. Okay. I guess we're... Wow, yeah, now's the time you want to change all of a sudden, huh? Oh! No, it's two AI now. That explains why it switched. Wow, okay. Oh wait, no, it's the humans switched. Oh my gosh, this is stupid. You know what? This is very much a Jesus take the wheel moment. Yeah, White Guard for Snarl against the Bacon Bird isn't bad. Please don't use a fire move. Yeah, that's good. Burn. That was a crit. Okay, that's kind of lame. Oh, it used the fire move. Of course it did. This guy's a jerk. Look at the jerk being a jerk, making sure that Seedra doesn't do as much damage, because he's a jerk. What a jerk. What a jerky jerk. I bet he smells bad as well. I bet he smells of the poop. He smells of the poo-poo. At least we should win next turn. Oh cool, Seedra's dead. Wait, Seedra's not dead? What the hell? It feels more like... Yeah, actually no, that's fair. It feels like some of the humans I've seen today are actually worse than AI. Yeah. Honestly, it is insane. I think it's even more insane that we won that one run. And to be honest, I think I deserve a shiny Raikou after that. Game disagrees, of course, but personally, I feel like I deserve a shiny. Whoops. There we go. Yeah, I'm sure. I've checked. I've definitely checked. Right. It's a bit hot, isn't it? You have to favorite the item for it to work. Honestly, that wouldn't surprise me. That's exactly what I'm saying, Char. Was Raikou originally a Jolteon? Maybe. Okay, there's one. Wasn't it something like the legendary dog's a Pokemon that died but got resurrected by Ho-Oh? Ugh, I hope it's not the same person. It's so hot. Oh no, I'm so sad. Well, equally, we did still win last run, so maybe it won't be that bad. Oh. Okay, right, I'm just going to take Sand Slash. I did it. I took Sand Slash. We have a ground type. Can't wait for them to take Cramorant. There it is. Maybe they just really love Hayden. Oh, this run is so scuffed. There's so many water types! Like, the amount of water types here are insane. Well, I'm almost dead. How lovely. I like the thought of there just being an imposter. There's just something kind of amusing about it. Cool. Bye, Sandslash. How long did it take for Baconberg? I don't think it was that long, to be honest. Like, it wasn't fast, but it wasn't super long either, I think. It doesn't stick out. It doesn't stick out in my head, so it can't have been that long, is my thinking. Right. We killed Grimmsnarl. Oh. I mean, I'm always sleepy, Nyx. Oh, it's so hot in here. I'm a bit more quiet than usual. I don't think I'm that quiet right now. Surely the Cramrank gets replaced here, right? There we go. Nice. I was kind of stretching, so I might have been slightly further away from the mic, potentially. Okay, so... yeah, I think we want to go left, really, don't we? Man, I genuinely don't think I'll be able to stream too much today just because of how hot it's getting in here. I didn't think it was gonna be that hot today, but I am really feeling it. That's why you've got a fan right on you, that's fair. I could get a fan, but the problem is I'm worried that it would be picked up a lot by the mic. Like, the fan I've got is pretty hefty. What I'll do is just after stream, I'll just go have some ice cream. I'll just go downstairs. It's a lot cooler downstairs, so I normally just go downstairs and have ice cream after streaming. That cures what ails me. Oh no, I've got these really nice what are they? Kinder Bueno ice creams. They're really good. I got the white chocolate one specifically. I love it so much. It's definitely my favorite ice cream right now. Yeah, no, they're really good. Oh, you should be jealous because they are so good. I need to go stock up on a bit more, I think. some pretty chunky damage right there, that's good. Do I ever get bored of doing the same thing over and over again? Yeah, sometimes. But, you know, that's just working life really, isn't it? You know, eventually I'll get a shiny. But it's just not necessarily going to be today. And that's okay, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I'm a very patient person, I'm a very stubborn person, and I persevere. I have good perseverance. I think the best way of thinking of it, Nix, is there are some years where decades happen, and there are some decades where years happen. Everyone's patient till you hunt the 1 in 8,000. Yeah, that's fair. I understand what you're saying. I don't think it's something I ever want to do again, but it is something I have found myself doing again with Celebi, so... yeah, I am real stubborn. I'm a big ball of stubborn. It's the only reason I have the ability to actually shiny hunt. You hate being patient? I don't enjoy being patient, but I can be patient. I think there are some things I'm not... I can be impatient on, but generally I'm pretty patient. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Char. When I was shiny hunting the potato, I think everybody, basically everyone I did it with got it before me, so it was pretty painful. You'd say I'm more disciplined? I'm definitely not disciplined. It's definitely not disciplined. I am not a disciplined person. I don't think Max Rockfall's necessarily the best thing here, but there are berries after this fight, so maybe. Nice. This should kill, right? Yeah, nice. What's my purpose in life? No idea. I'll figure it out one day, though. I'll get there eventually. Who knows, maybe I don't have one. Alright, this should go okay. I can't imagine we've got any issues in this fight. Alright, yeah, dynamaxing. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily bored right now, just sleepy. And I try not to think about that sort of thing, Nix, to be honest, because I don't really have an answer, and I don't think there is necessarily an answer. And, you know, I don't like... You know, I prefer it when I have answers to things. I don't like it when I don't have answers, you know? You need your 8 hours sleep. Yeah, I wish I could get 8 hours sleep. I just can't. It doesn't seem like it's something I can do, really. It's kind of, that's kind of deep. I don't think so. To be honest, if anything, I think it's kind of simple-minded. You know, I try not to dwell on philosophical questions too much if I don't have an answer. I don't think it's that deep, honestly. I think it's the opposite. Oh, what would that be next? When you were little, you used to worry about the sun exploding. Yeah, because that's so stupid, isn't it? They teach you about, like, oh, in a gazillion years, the sun's gonna explode, and you're like, shit, the sun's gonna explode. It's like, why worry a kid like that? It's so weird. You know the other thing that I thought was gonna be a bigger problem when I was a kid? Quicksand. I thought quicksand was gonna be a problem. You know, they were always talking about quicksand for some reason when you're a kid. It's just, you know. Do we even have quicksand in the UK? I don't know. But, you know, it's like... Quicksand seems like a very prominent problem when you're a kid. You know what else? Like snakes. Snakes always feel like a bit of a problem when you're a kid. Yeah, well, exactly. That's my point. But it's just like, oh yeah, you've got to be careful of snakes because they're poisonous. It's just like, shit, poisonous snakes. Got to watch out for those. Like, why are they teaching you all of this useless stuff when you're a kid? Believe there can be quicksand adjacent problems in this country. I don't know what you mean, Battery, to be honest. Quicksand isn't even quick. That's a very good point. Why don't they call it quicksand? Why don't they just call it sink sand? Sinky sand. You gotta watch out for that sinky sand. What happens if you go in the sinky sand while you sink? Ah, true. I think sinky sand sounds better though, I'm just saying. Cool, we have won this dynamax adventure. Easy fight. Oh, okay. Well, that actually makes sense, Battery. Oh, right. Gotcha. Okay, yeah. No, that actually does make sense. I see the vision. Right, what have we got? Wow, I can't believe there's something in Australia that isn't trying to kill you guys. That's insane to me. The sand must be the only thing in Australia that isn't trying to kill you. Wish UK was more exotic. We have no good animals. I've got a park near me with lots of deer, and I quite like that one, honestly. So, yeah. So EP, that's fair. Don't you want to live knowing there's polar bears near you? You gotta watch out for those polar bears, you know? Your dog's not trying to kill you? That's good. I'm glad. What a good doggo. I mean, is a deer really exotic? No, it's not exotic, but I just thought it was worth mentioning. You know, I like the deer, they're cute. Can't die of frostbite because it doesn't snow, that's okay, but the weather is still trying to kill you, I imagine, in Australia. I think in Australia, it's just everything's trying to kill you pretty much, isn't it? Just like all of the things. Just forever. That's what I've heard. Yep, spiders, crocodiles, snakes, kangaroos, bears. You know, just all the wildlife tries to kill you all the time, forever. That's the only thing I have understood about Australia. Sharks. I'm so jealous. I wish it was raining here. It's so hot. It's so hot. I want to go live in an igloo for a bit. No, I mean Australia. They totally have sharks, right? Ah, it's little Umbra. Not big Umbra, little Umbra. Well, that's ground time. I don't remember the last time I saw snow, to be honest. Right. I guess right is better. That sounds familiar, yes. But I'm also very forgetful, so I don't explicitly remember it as such. Right. What if I did that? I don't think I'll be doing that somehow, Tabbies. We hate the potato. I might do. That's kind of funny. What shiny legendaries am I missing at this point? Let me go consult the spreadsheet. Give me a moment. Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, Raikou, Ho-Oh, Latios, Rayquaza, Uxie, Mesprit, Azelf, Heatran, Tornadus, Landorus, Nihilego, I don't know how you pronounce that. Buzzwole, Xurkitree, Celesteela, Kartana, Guzzlord, Stakataka, Blacephalon. Did you get all of that? What do I mean by potato? There's a legendary we don't talk about here. You know, it's a water dragon and we hate it. It's a stupid potato, isn't it? I'm just saying we don't talk about the potato here. Hey, Being, how's it going? EP, honestly, you're so real for that. I get it. Do I just headbutt it? Why would you use Taunt here? There we go, finally got there in the end. You woke up 2 hours ago? I'm kind of jealous. I wish I'd gotten that amount of sleep where I woke up 2 hours ago. I think if I'd slept that long though, I probably would have slept a bit too much, perhaps. You're treading on thin ice here, Char. You're up at 6 AM shiny hunting? Wow. That's pretty crazy. There's a 6 AM? Does not sound like you're having the best runs there, Tabbies. Ooh, good pick there. What's the strategy? My top strategy for winning at Dynamax Adventures is not to lose, to be honest. I know it sounds a bit crazy, but it's just the correct amount of crazy, if anything. It's just crazy enough to work, you know? Please be... okay, more specifically, let's have a think. You probably, well, as I said earlier, I honestly think the strategy is probably a bit more, you want things that are weak to, you want things that are weak, that are strong against flying rather than dark, I feel like most of the time. Like, fairy's not bad, but I think, because you can't really go bug or, fighting because they just get cancelled out by the flying type. So generally you probably want like a team of electric types because then you can do like electric terrain, for example, and everyone gets the benefit. Rock, you know, not bad. They're generally a bit tankier, so they can survive more hits. Wide Guard isn't too bad because of Snarl, but Snarl isn't a particularly strong move either. You probably do want regular attackers over special attackers because of Snarl, though. Clefable's probably pretty good, yeah. Yeah, you either want... Yeah, fairies are pretty good as well, I suppose. Because then you're resistant to the dark moves. But I think that the scarier thing is Oblivion Wing, to be honest. I mean, Clefable or Wigglytuff are pretty good, yeah. That's my thoughts, at least, anyway. I haven't done that Dynamax adventure in a while, but that's kind of roughly what I would go for, personally. I mean, Jinx is also probably very good, because just Jinx is Jinx, but also resistant to the dark moves as well. Would I go Wide Guard over a Deden? Probably not. I don't think it's super necessary. I probably should have taken that, to be honest. Oh well. Doesn't matter. Let's see. We probably go grass here. But we're not going grass. We're going dragon, which is probably worse. I think Cherrim would have been better, honestly. People always want the items. Yeah. It's not great. I think Cherrim just overall would have been better. I think this fight's also a bit difficult for us. Well, we got 3 quick claws there. That's kind of funny. So what do I actually do here this fight? Because I think I only have like... Well, I have no good moves here. Let's bounce, I guess. Just because I can. Just to avoid shit. Whiscash does have a bit of a weird cry, that's definitely true. Actually, to be fair, we're dealing okay damage here. Maybe we'll be okay. We probably win it. Yeah, we can win next turn, in fact. That works. Actually, I have a really small fan, don't I? I wonder how audible this one is. Let's see. How audible is that, out of curiosity? Oh, that's good. I think my mic's generally pretty good at cutting out like background noise anyway, but I never really test it out too much. You hate the Rogue Mega Venusaur fight in ZA. That's fair. I think my least favourite one is actually, is it Meowstick? Simply because I always seem to have problems locking onto that wall. That wall just does not seem to want to be targeted a lot of the time. It's a very small fan, I just remembered that I have it nearby. I just didn't want to get like the really big one, because I have a very tall one, but I'm worried about how much noise that one would make. Right. What am I doing here? I don't think I dynamax here. So let's just use Muddy Water, I guess. Stops you from battling the Diva. How dare it? It's just illegal. Wow, that is a lot of Quick Claw activation right there. Which is to say 2, but, you know, that feels like a lot still. Honestly, the funny thing about I never know how to pronounce her name, so I just call her Jackie. The best thing about her is that her theme reminded me that Electro Swing is just great. Do I have clips of every shiny legend reaction? I mean, I'll as I said, I'll try to remember to go and like sort something out on YouTube. I did try to upload all the videos at some point, but it was a bit funny when I tried to do them all at once, so that's why I just put them to private again, because it was doing them in a weird order where it was doing like oldest first, and I couldn't like just do it in a normal way for some reason. Yeah, please do. I'll sort something out once I finish streaming. Even if it's just like a private playlist with all the ZA streams. Your personal favourite battle theme? I think from ZA, my favourite one is actually the one right at the end of the game, where you've got all of the Rogue Mega evolved Pokemon coming after you, and that battle theme is just so hella dope. Yeah, I listened to that for a while. Like, I just had it on repeat in my like spare time, because it was just such a good theme. I love it. It's a shame that it doesn't really return that much afterwards. Like, it's in the DLC a little bit, but not a lot. Yeah, ZA is full of just... ZA is just really quite good. I think my main complaint with ZA is that, compared to like Legends Arceus, it felt a bit smaller in scope in some respects. Like, I don't know, the different locales in Legends Arceus kind of felt quite big and expansive, but ZA didn't really have that. Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't realize you were quite that early in the game still. Being. Well, I'm glad I haven't spoiled anything at least. Yeah, I've never played X and Y either, to be honest. So it would have been nice to see outside of the city, just like even a little bit. Huh. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that being... I hate it when that shit happens. Like, I hate being spoiled for video games. I think it's also kind of worse when it's like a really old game that I've kind of been meaning to play for a while. And I get spoiled for that, and it's just like, well, that's kind of on me, though, for not playing it for the past, like, 10 years. You know, I'm still not, like, thrilled about it, but, you know, it's like, it's, you know... It feels like there's a statute of limitation for certain spoilers, doesn't it, you know? You can't always go into everything unspoiled if it's been out for, like, you know, for so long. Like, it would be like if somebody got spoiled for Final Fantasy VII. You know, there's one very big spoiler in Final Fantasy VII that everybody knows about. You know, so... It would be like if you found out about that. Or like that really big spoiler in Star Wars that everybody knows about. Oh, you just woke up. Okay, Doge, after this adventure... I owe you a Rayquaza Dynamax adventure, don't I? So make sure I do it, because I'll forget by the end of this adventure. So, you know, just like, yell at me a lot. Okay, cool. Cool, that's good. What happens in Final Fantasy VII? Okay, anybody who hasn't played Final Fantasy VII and wants to play it, and go in spoiler free, you know, look away from... Mute now for, like, you know... Just mute now, okay? And don't look at chat for, like, the next minute. Okay? So, yeah, you know, it's the... yeah, that's exactly it, Buttery. Cloud has a baby. That's it. And Sephiroth is the father. Yeah, that's definitely it. Good job, Buttery. That's definitely the thing. And it's like a fully animated scene of the baby like shooting out of his penis. You know, it's quite it's interesting, you know. It's definitely a design choice. It was an artistic direction that they really leaned into for some reason. You know? What are you hearing? Yeah, sorry if I spoiled Final Fantasy VII for anyone. You know? Yeah, I feel like I've been a bit weird this weekend. Hey, it's Smash Bros, okay? It's not Smash People, it's Smash Bros. You know. They understood the assignment, clearly. They didn't smash other, you know, they smashed their bros. Yesterday you joined us stream while they were talking about periods. Okay. That happens yesterday. That happens sometimes rather, I guess. Not here, Buttery. I think the weirdest thing I did yesterday was talk about, you know, just furiously jerking off during stream, you know. And then somebody walks in as I say that. Okay. Shit. Hey, Panda. How's it going?
That's like gotta be the worst time I've ever seen first time chat come up. Ever. That's definitely the worst time I've ever seen that. Okay. I think also Char is like new here, so just getting me being completely unhinged today apparently. You know what? You know, I used to totally be wholesome, I swear. Oh, okay, right. That makes an amount of sense, I guess. I think, yeah, it surprises me that people do that, to be honest. Like, you're not the first person who's done that as well, I'm pretty sure. But, yeah. It's just surprises me that that happens. The reason I don't like that stupid potato is because it took me about 500 adventures to do it. I swear I used to be an innocent, you know, little goofball, and now I'm not, definitely. No, that's lie, okay? I love lying. I'm big on lying. Yeah, we're talking about that stupid potato. I hate that stupid potato. I'm not lying. I'd never lie. I love lying. I'm lying all the time. See, you guys are now questioning how much I jerk off during stream. You don't know whether I'm lying about that or not. You don't like it because it looks like it wants to steal your eyeballs. I mean, I feel like a lot of Pokemon would steal your eyeballs if given the opportunity. How did the big withered-handed fish go yesterday? Okay, so that stage took me about an hour. Okay. Gengar would steal your soul. That's... I don't know. I feel like Gengar's a little bit goofy. What paths do I have right now? It's Raikou, Ho-Oh, Rayquaza are the paths that I currently have. What's up, Doge? I mean, I'm not taking Cofagrigus over Crocodile for Raikou. Okay, yeah, no, I'll totally remember. Totally gonna remember. I'm big on remembering things. I'm so good at it. We could go right, but do we have anything that's good for killing that? Actually, no, we're probably fine. Nothing exclusive, Ultra Beasts unit. Yeah, I've done most of the... I did all of the Shield exclusives already. To be fair, I do... Like, a lot of the Ultra Beasts I haven't gotten yet, and it is something I'm going to get onto at some point. But they're not high on my priority list, to be honest. You need the Swampert. Yeah, Swampert's good. I'm heading towards... Well, that's why I was heading right, because obviously I wanted to head towards Swampert. Do I just Dynamax and use Earth Power? I can use one Earth Power and it'll probably be fine. Like, I try not to use too much, obviously, because of pressure, but, you know. You know, I still stand by, and I know, I say this, well, I haven't said it in a while, so I'm going to say it again for old time's sake. I feel like shiny locks are definitely one of the worst things Pokemon Company ever did. They gotta stop shiny locking Pokemon. If people want to waste their time shiny hunting, let us. When you do DAs, you just go for whatever Pokemon you want as a shiny. I generally don't do that, but there are occasions when I do that, definitely. Why do you think they created the shiny lock? Because they hate humans. Shiny locks are more abominable than mustard gas. Wow. Okay, I'm not sure I'd necessarily go that far, but I definitely appreciate the sentiment and, you know, low-key kind of agree. No, you don't need to pretend, Doug. I fully believe you, 100%. Yeah, is that one even, like, available? Because I know there's an amount of Pokemon that are just straight up shiny locked, full stop, you can't get in any scenario whatsoever, even if there has been an event. But I feel like that's definitely one of the Pokemon that's shiny locked. Just like, it's never been available, legitimately. Apparently it is, yeah. It is fully shiny locked, apparently. It is coded not to appear shiny. There are some that are event only. I thought Magearna was available as shiny now. Am I lying randomly? No, I think I'm getting mixed up between the no, I think what I'm thinking of is the original color Magearna. So I guess it probably is still shiny locked. For Shield exclusives, you need a Latios, Groudon, Dialga. Yeah, I've already done all of the Shield ones because. Oh wait, hang on, we're going Swampert. What was that? What am I doing? I'm being a dum. I think the Swampert fight's going to be pretty difficult for us, actually. Because we don't really have, Oh yeah, you did say the bad word. How could you? Not the bad word. I'll let it slide this time, I guess. You know what, I'm going to blame, the auto mod. Honestly, yeah, you're probably right about that being... I feel like that is one of the reasons they did put in shiny locks, so that people would spend money on Pokemon Go for shinies instead. I guess I spam Darkest Lariat now. To be fair, those are some, like, Solgaleo and Giratina, pretty dope Pokemon. kind of real for that. I love Giratina shiny as well. Blacephalon has a great shiny. I don't really care for Blacephalon. Blacephalon low-key kind of sucks. Hit yourself. Hit yourself. Boo. Oh, this could be painful. I don't think I'm an Ultra... I might be a bit of an Ultra Beast hater. I just don't really care for them at all. I think I have one shiny Ultra Beast, which is, I can't remember the name of it. Pheromosa. Anytime I think of, oh, I can't remember what the name of Pheromosa is, I literally think, the Goth Bug. I'm pretty sure when it's shiny, it is a Goth Bug. Lunala, Dialga, and Stakataka. Lunala's such a good shiny, honestly. Wow. How many times have you reset out of curiosity, Panda? Like, I'm just curious as to how many times you've done this. Wow, that is insane, honestly. Wow. So you've basically got one Zygarde for each form. Jeez. That sounds like a pretty good deal, Hot Dog. Yeah, I really ought to train some of my shiny legendaries, to be honest. Right, okay, this should be a really straightforward battle, honestly. Like, we've got 3 ground moves. This should be straightforward, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I don't see anything going wrong, honestly. Everything's gonna be great. I don't have any bots, Tabby. I was talking about this yesterday, actually, I think. But I can tell you, following since 13th of October 2024, it says. So, almost 2 years. So yeah, I don't have bots. You get that personal touch with me. I mean, that's basically 22 months, you know? That's almost a week. Ah. Yeah, I need to do some shiny hunting in Scarlet Violet at some point, because they've got those new 7-star raid events, and I do kind of like them, honestly. They're kind of fun. I like figuring out a strategy for them. I also need to quickly shiny hunt Feebas from the last one as well, while that outbreak's still available. Yeah, they do 7-star raids as like events sometimes, but they're basically like fully EV trained and like they've got a whole specific move set, so they're actually pretty difficult. And like generally they can be quite difficult to do with the bots, so you have to do online, but then you've got people who don't know what they're doing, so it's also more difficult online sometimes as well. So some of them you can definitely do solo, but majority of them are very, very difficult if you do them solo. Right. Okay, so I've got to do one Rayquaza and then I'm going back to Raikou afterwards, isn't it? Thundermark Tyrantrum. That sounds pretty cool. Alright, what have we got? Cofagrigus is a cool Pokemon. I kind of would like to get it shiny at some point. Ugh. Master rank ribbon on them as well. That's cool. Right. Let's remember that I am selecting Rayquaza, how you pronounce it quickly. I'll set up a lobby for this one, because I can. Yeah, I'm not that blind, hot dog. I could be. You never know. Sometimes I'm worried I could be blind and miss it, but, you know, this is not one of those times. Right, there's one. Yeah, I feel like I've started saying Rayquaza recently. I've never heard anybody say Rayquaza though. That's silly. That's so goofy. Rayquaza. He's a cruisin'. Okay, right. Razzaquaz. I think you mean Slay Queener. It's actually, yeah, actually you're right, it is Ray. You're so right. Right, okay, I'm gonna start this up then. Because, you know, I gotta get back to doing Raikou after this. X-Ray. What do we want? We want ice pretty much, don't we? Ice or fairy. So when was the last time I saw Pret? He was here yesterday, I'm pretty sure. Let's do that. Let's do Stunfisk. I probably shouldn't have picked Stunfisk, but whatever. I should have probably taken Serena actually, because that has Swagger. But the AI didn't take it, so it's fine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he, like, very briefly dropped in yesterday. Right. Annoyingly, this would have actually been a pretty good route for Raikou. But as it stands, this route kinda just sucks. Eating bread gang, oh, wow. Wouldn't be me personally. I'm not part of the eating bread gang right now. Okay, what am I doing? I guess muddy water? No, let's do earth power actually, screw it. Wish Zygarde and the other Gen 6 mons were in Scarlet Violet, so you could buy the items on there and EV train them. Is Zygarde not available in Scarlet Violet? I don't remember what they added in the DLC, to be honest. Ah, interesting. I remember that there aren't Ultra Beasts, at least. No, I guess I just spam Earth Power right now. Kind of annoying that the AI isn't just using Energy Ball. See, you gotta go fast, Char. Still have to EV train some of your Ultra Beasts and you don't want to do it manually. Yeah. I don't do competitive stuff, so I don't tend to train my Pokemon that much. I have not hot dog. I've not seen any, in fact, ever. So I'd like to keep it that way, ideally. You had to take your dog outside. Okay, that's good job. What kind of dog do you have? I'm kind of curious now. Yeah. I don't know. I just kind of feel like there's something about him that I don't know. He just doesn't seem... I don't know. There's just... You know what I mean, right? I feel like... I don't know. There's something about him which I find a bit... I just don't feel... Like, yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna get into that. Let's see. Oh, little Jack Russell, that sounds cute. Didn't like it because of Chris going trans. I think your mum dislikes it for the wrong reasons then. Why dislike him for that reason when there are so many other reasons not to like him? Huh. Well, you know, if humans can be antisocial, why can't dogs be antisocial as well? I'm very antisocial. I mean, I'm admittedly not a dog, but, you know. It's so close to death. AI finally deciding, yes, I should use the grass move that is 4 times as super effective against Quagsire. Good job. Got there in the end. I don't think this really does anything. Yeah, let's just keep this for now, I guess. Yeah, that kind of works. Right, what do we want now? You know what? I reckon left. Because Golurk's cool. And a shiny Golurk would be pretty cool. How dare you talk about your dog behind its back, Char? That's just so rude. Can't believe you would do such a thing. Well, oh, it's twice in one stream is unusual. Yeah, normally it's only once. Weird. I think it's just, well, as I said, my computer's getting really quite hot today, so it's probably just overheating a bit and crashing a bit more, I guess. I don't know. Which is odd, because it's not like I have anything else running, so I wouldn't have thought it would be getting this hot right now. Well, I certainly hope it isn't thrice today. That would be very upsetting. Honestly, you're so real for that, Char. I'm glad everybody understands. Which should add stickers. In what way do you mean? I mean, I already have emotes and stuff, so what would the difference between like emotes and stickers be? Honestly, I don't know about how it works on TikTok. I do not have TikTok because, you know, I'm an adult. You know, like an adult over 30, I guess. You know, I don't. Yeah, sorry to disappoint. I don't keep up with TikTok. Acting like I'm 30. I'll have you know I'm 34. I'm practically mid-30s at this point, you know? That's kind of a horrifying sentence now that I've said it out loud. I mean, to be fair, you don't have to believe me. It just seems like a weird thing to lie about, you know?
Battery, I will stab you.
What is that grass on the left? I can't tell if it's Cherim or Bellowassum. I think it's Bellowassum. Yeah, no, it's definitely Bellowassum. I saw it dancing there. Cool, 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 cool. Let's go Quick Claw. So we've got a variety of ages here. You know, we've got Char being 21. We've got Hot Dog who's 18, and we've got Battery who's 2034.
Okay. Hang on. Hang on. Okay, Battery did it, so it's fine. I was just about to do it, but, you know, I'm slow. Cool, I did think it had Icy Wind, so that's good. Weirdly, I have had some people who say I sound younger than I actually am. Yeah, that's what... Yeah. That's pretty much exactly it, Hot Dog. I've had people who say I sound like I'm in my 20s, which is... I think that's... Well, it's something, I guess. I sound exactly 20, wow. AI looking out for other AI, boo. I have no idea who that is. Oh my gosh, it's so close to death. Okay. I think I'm gonna take this. I think I take this so that I don't die horribly. I still don't know who that is. My opinion about wearing rings? I don't really have an opinion on that, I guess. You're currently wearing 6? Kinda sounds like you're compensating for something with that amount of rings, you know? Do I use Trick Room, actually? No, because I'm gonna spam Icy Wind to start, aren't I?
Nobody needs 6 rings. That's a bit over the top, isn't it? Yeah, I saw your message pop up. I will maybe think about looking it up later. Now you're wearing 7. Well, that's worse than wearing 6, I feel like. Nice, the paralysis is pretty huge. Yeah, the paralysis is going to do some good work here, I reckon. What I might actually do is I might use 1 max Starfall just to get some fairy train down. This Rayquaza needs a wheelchair and you're laughing, Doge. How does that make you feel? Nice, that paralysis is good. Right, nothing but max Hailstorm now, I guess. Wait, you can do that? That's an interesting interaction. I didn't know that. Did I did, yeah, I got the shiny Ray from Scarlet Violet, yeah. I should move that one to ZA. I was thinking of moving the Dynamax Adventure one to ZA when I get it, to be honest. Right, we should win this turn with any luck. Oh, I don't, once again, I don't have bots. I'll just go grab the link myself. Give me a second. Copy link, that should do the trick. Give me a second. It's fine. I got it. Okay, well, my link is better. You know, I've decided my link's just better. Right, let's see, what have we got? No. Nope. Okay, well, I've done my, legally obligated Rayquaza run. Back to Raikou. Oh, it is so hot today. Huh? How's my Pokeball stock looking? It's getting a bit low. I will remember to go do it at some point. I don't know what you mean, Tabbies. I didn't understand that fully. Yeah, time really has flown by today, I feel like. Guess Luxray's the best one here. Oh, okay, right. Well, that's good. I didn't really do anything with the settings, so I'm glad it looks good. Well, I'm taking Luxray then, if nobody else is. Oh, Maldo's best here. Yeah, I get that as well, Doge. I'm really bad at that sort of thing as well, to be honest. Can't believe he didn't take out Maldo there. That's crazy, honestly. Right, what do we want? Could do... Left, right, left, I guess is probably best. Or left, middle, left, I guess is what I actually mean. Oh, excuse me. I guess I used the light screen. Oh, this Frostlass cannot decide which ice move to use. That's not bad damage. We should be able to win next time. That didn't do too much damage, that's good. Okay, well that's unfortunate. But if we're really lucky, Frostlass can just kill immediately, so we'll be okay. Okay, Frostlass is just going to miss instead. Great. Right, I'm debating whether I take this just for healing, honestly. I think I'm gonna not for now, though, honestly. Maybe I should have just to deny the AI there. Oh, that's fine, somebody else did it. That's good. Right, let's do... Minute trick. Oh, no, we're going in the wrong direction. I don't know what it is about people and just wanting to fuck over Raikou adventures today. I swear that's how it feels. This is taking a while. Mostly because that Frostless person is apparently just AFK, I guess. What a hassle. Okay. Oh, nice. Frozen. Okay, that's good. Man, if I just attacked, it probably would be dead this turn. Oh well, it doesn't matter. We kill. And now we wait for the Frostlass. Somebody could remind me to block the Frostless user after this, that would be great, because I'm really bad at remembering these things, to be honest. I think I'm gonna take it just to make sure the AI doesn't, honestly. Nice. Oh yeah, we go left, don't we? Right. Oh, I have... I'm not going to dynamax for this, actually. I hate it when people go AFK during Dynamax adventures. It really makes these things take so much longer. Right, I might make this my last one, to be honest, because it is starting to grind on me a bit now. Yeah, it does kind of feel like that, doesn't it, Tabbies? But otherwise you're just stuck with AI, so... yeah. You're kind of doomed if you do, doomed if you don't, isn't it? Then again though, the Raikou adventure is pretty straightforward. I think it really depends on the Pokemon, I guess. True. Yeah, you're probably correct. Right. What's Safeguard do? I might do that just to make sure everybody doesn't get paralyzed or something. Look at you guys helping each other out. I like it when people help each other out. It's good. Right, time for Scorching Sands. Should make all version exclusives available in post-game. They probably should, yeah. Right, time to actually dynamax. I mean, I don't think it's even necessary at this point, but you know, it's probably still a good idea. Right. Okay, right. Well, we're basically done here. We win this turn, so... There we go. Easy fight. Right, surely this is the shiny though, right? I mean, we're almost at odds, so if this one isn't shiny, we'll probably get it next weekend. Or at least a shiny. Okay, no, 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 no. Wow, this really is turning into a bit of a Groudon situation, isn't it? Oh shit, I forgot to block that person. I always forget. Okie dokie, catch you later, Doge. To be fair, I'm probably finishing up here anyway, I reckon. Because I have done a fair amount of Dynamax adventures today and barely had any luck with it, as is ever the case. You know, what's the word? Blocking on DAs is mad funny. Well, it's like, it's just, they're wasting my time, basically. It's, you know, if somebody's actively throwing or making your experience worse, it's just easier to not have them ever again. Yeah, I stand by that. I always forget, though, to block people. But there we go, that's just how it is. I'm very forgetful. Have you ever had someone hit your Pokemon for no reason? Yeah, I've definitely had that before. It's not great, you know. It doesn't give me the warm fuzzies. Actually, I need to quickly go grab Pokeballs, don't I? Let's do that while I'm just randomly talking. Yeah, it is quite problematic. But you know, I think some people just like to troll sometimes. It is what it is. Do I still raid streamers every stream? I normally do. I'll probably do a raidy raid today as well. I'm just talking because, I don't know. Let's sell some Premier Balls because I have a lot of them. That'll do. Don't even sell for that much. Right, let's buy some regular Pokeballs. There we go. Done. Will I be taking a quick nap? I don't think today. I think maybe, well, I'm going to try not to nap today so that I just go to bed early tonight instead. I think that just makes more sense. In my head, at least. There we go. Right. Yeah, that's the aim. I'm just not very good at it, unfortunately. Right, there we go. I've done that. Okie dokie. Right. So I will be back tomorrow for. I'm probably going to start Darkest Dungeon. I think is what I'm going to end up playing. Then Resident Evil 6 on Wednesday. Friday is Fire Emblem Sacred Stones, and then more Dynamax Adventures next weekend. Who shall we raid today? Who do we do? Who do we raid? Who are we raiding? Who are we raiding? I don't know. There's a surprising amount of people streaming Sword and Shield right now. Normally there's not that many, I feel like. But apparently there's quite a few today. Let's do that person just because they were just on the list. Looks like they're doing stuff. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for joining today, guys, and I shall catch you later. Enjoy the rest of your weekends.